When ordinary people receive massive, unexpected windfalls, like lottery jackpots or extreme crypto spikes, the results are usually devastating. Studies show that a massive percentage of sudden lottery winners file for bankruptcy within just 5 years, often accompanied by severe depression. Psychologists call this sudden wealth syndrome. It is a psychological collapse triggered by an influx of unearned money, where the recipient's brain simply cannot process the sudden, jarring change to their environment. Compare that chaos to the emotional baseline of the ultra-wealthy. Elite investors navigate fluctuations of billions of dollars in capital over decades with complete psychological stability. Sustaining wealth is rarely a matter of luck or picking the right stock. It requires a specific shift in how the brain categorizes risk and time. You have to move from the mindset of a winner who got lucky to a builder who understands how the machine operates. A sudden winner treats their new wealth as a trophy. Paralyzed by the anxiety of their new status, they engage in frantic spending, buying luxury cars and massive houses to prove their worth, effectively destroying their capital in the process. A builder views money strictly as a mechanical tool. To them, capital is simply leverage, a mathematical multiplier used to expand options and buy back time. When builders encounter a significant liquidity event, they employ what wealth managers call a decision-free zone. This is a strict, intentional period of financial inaction. They do not buy anything, they do not invest. They let their identity stabilize around their new reality first. Immediate action driven by shock, survivor's guilt, or the fear of missing out actively destroys capital. Disciplined inaction preserves that wealth until the mind is fully prepared to manage it. Most small businesses and average individuals attempt to save their way to wealth. They rely entirely on what is already in their bank account, avoiding debt entirely out of a deep-seated fear of financial ruin. Builders use strategic debt. They fund massive projects and scale their operations using other people's money, keeping their own personal capital reserves entirely intact. This chart shows the mathematical reality of these two approaches. The bottom line tracks the slow, linear path of hoarding personal savings over time. The steeper curve above it represents the accelerated scale achieved when you borrow money to invest in an asset that generates a high return on capital. Notice the buffer zone opening up below that top curve. By using debt for expansion, the builder's actual cash reserves sit untouched. If the market turns, that preserved cash acts as a protective shield, giving them the ultimate optionality to survive a downturn. To the ultra-wealthy, debt is a calculated mathematical engine required to achieve massive scale. It is a tool for direction, not a sign of desperation. The winner treats the market like a casino. They risk their entire bankroll on single, high-stakes gambles, hoping that one lucky break will secure their future. Billionaires practice asymmetric risk. They ignore 99% of the opportunities presented to them. They wait patiently for highly specific scenarios where the potential downside is strictly limited, but the upside is enormous. This probability model illustrates the 5-to-1 risk ratio used by elite investors like Paul Tudor Jones. The 4 small red blocks represent controlled, calculated losses. The strategy ensures that even if you are wrong 4 times out of 5, that one massive green block of asymmetric return will still make you incredibly profitable. Billionaires do not stay rich by taking giant, blind leaps of faith. They stay rich by refusing to play the game unless the mathematical odds are overwhelmingly stacked in their favor. The psychological destruction of sudden wealth syndrome occurs because the recipient tethers their entire identity to a fluctuating bank balance. When the number goes down, their sense of self-worth collapses with it. Builders decouple their self-worth from their net worth. They view wealth generation as a lifelong positive-sum game of creating value, regardless of their current social standing. Human beings crave consistency. If a windfall makes you feel like an imposter, you will subconsciously undermine your own success to restore a version of yourself you actually recognize. Without a stable internal identity, your brain will eventually sabotage your finances to regain emotional control. Accumulating massive wealth allows a person to buy back their time. Capital is used to ensure they never have to be in a specific place at a specific time doing something they don't want to do. Getting rich quickly is dangerous. Until you build the internal discipline and habits of a billionaire, a sudden windfall is a threat, not a prize.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like this video and share it with your friends. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.